Basketball is beautiful. It's been compared to dancing, to martial arts, to gymnastics. Like Ray Allen once said, basketball is like poetry in motion.
Basketball is like poetry in motion.
This video is pretty simple. It's just a compilation of some of the most beautiful, memorable moments where one player faked out another and turned motion into artistry. Steph Curry fakes Marcin Gortat. What better place to start than number 30? Steph Curry is one of the most creative scorers the league has ever seen, and he has to be. At 6'3", with a slender frame, Steph is usually outsized by his opponents. Check out this fake he pulled on Marcin Gortat.
Gortat trying to stay with Steph. Oh no! Faked him out and hit a three. Now you see him, now you don't.
As the announcers were quick to point out, this move was particularly amazing because he ain't even dribble. There are also two fakes in one. First, Curry fakes the shot, Gortat fell for that. Then he fakes the drive. Gortat also fell for that. In slow motion, the replay is especially unflattering, as Gortat is sent stumbling and swirling in the complete wrong direction while Curry casually pulls up from his original spot. Dwyane Wade fakes Philly. Innovative players like Steph Curry don't come out of nowhere. They grow up watching innovative players who came before them. Dwyane Wade is one of those players. He spent nearly 2 decades faking out defenders in mind-blowing new ways. Even towards the end of his career playing in Chicago, Wade was still coming up with new moves. Here's one he pulled on basically the entire Philadelphia 76ers team.
Nice screen, Wade into traffic. Oh, he didn't get him with that. Oh, he didn't get him with the old fake like that.
There are some similarities here to the move we saw from Curry. First, Wade fakes the shot and gets his defenders in the air. Then, he fakes a pass. Once again, the defense is slapped with 2 fakes at once. In the end, just like Curry, Wade is able to pull up for an easy shot without even dribbling. Michael Jordan fakes with one hand. Whereas Steph Curry grew up watching players like Dwyane Wade grew up watching players like Michael Jordan. Jordan was notorious for making his defenders look like fools, and one of his signature moves was his one-handed ball fake. This was just one of many advantages Jordan gained from having unusually large hands. But not only did he need to be able to palm the ball, he needed to know how to move it so as to completely confuse the defense. Kawhi Leonard fakes with one hand. Sometimes, if you grow up watching MJ, you end up not only being inspired to create your own moves, you get the chance to copy his. This is what Kawhi Leonard has started doing in recent years. Leonard has been compared to Jordan in several ways. One major way is in his hand size. In 2019, during his brief but glorious time with the Raptors, Leonard not only copied MJ's signature fake, he actually improved upon it. Watch what Leonard does with this pass while running along the baseline. So just to get this straight, Kawhi caught the ball with one hand, palmed the ball with one hand, and had such a firm grip on it that he faked a pass before turning around. Next time you get the chance, try doing this. You'll get a nice cardio workout chasing after the ball. Troy Williams fakes Minnesota. In 2019, Troy Williams faked out the Minnesota Timberwolves so bad that it almost hurts to watch. Check this move.
He's not even looking at them.
What's
Basketball is a graceful sport, isn't it? It's like a ballet.
A couple things about this. First off, he literally faked half the team in unison. There's practically a crowd of Timberwolves flying off together in the wrong direction. Williams created straight miles of space with this spin move. Second, what was that sound right before he went up to shoot? Listen again.
Nice fake.
Sounds like Minnesota knows they can't win on their own, so they stop by the Death Star and hire some stormtroopers to interfere with the game. But as we all know, stormtroopers are terrible shots. Williams finished the play unscathed and created one of the best highlights all year. Jrue Holiday parts the seas. Fakes are always cool, but they're especially cool when they clearly make a huge impact on the player's ability to score. One player who is really good at this is Jrue Holiday. In just one of many examples, Holiday pulled a Euro step on the poor Timberwolves only days after their humiliating experience with Troy Williams. Watch how much space he creates.
How about that take? The Euro.
What starts as the triangle of defense gets dismantled in mere seconds. Holiday finishes the layup casually with nobody even near him. When you've got 5 guys who all want to stop you from that one little ring in the back of the court, it takes a pretty impressive move to get them all to abandon it for you. Dwyane Wade fakes the Knicks. Here's Dwyane Wade again. Just watch this one. It's hard to even describe.
Wade faking, fires clearing and finishing.
In this day and age, we're blessed with slow motion replay from every angle. Yet, this move is so advanced that it's still hard to follow. There's a behind the back dribble, a shot fake, a turnaround, a fadeaway, a layup. I can't even keep track. It's no wonder nobody on the Knicks could either. Blake Griffin fakes somebody. As amazing as their moves can be, watching Steph Curry or Dwayne Wade fake somebody out isn't all that surprising. If you were in the mood for a surprise, you would have gotten one during the 2019 matchup between the Pistons and the 76ers. Blake Griffin is known for a lot of things, but ball handling probably isn't one of them. Still, that didn't stop him from pulling a pretty nifty fake on the Sixers to the roar of his home crowd. Check it out.
Blake Griffin with the basketball, fakes the pass, throws it down!
Kyrie Irving fakes the Thunder. If ball handling is the metric, then Kyrie Irving is the polar opposite of Blake Griffin. Ball handling is his specialty, and many think he does it better than anyone in the NBA. In fact, former NBA player and coach Rod Strickland said recently that he believes Kyrie Irving is the most skilled player in NBA history. Whether you agree with that or not, you gotta admit, this next play is unbelievable.
Well, that's the story with him. If you're going to trap him, trap him.
As you may have noticed, it almost looks like Irving does some kind of mind control here. There's no obvious dribble move, no spin, no fake. He just speeds up suddenly and leaves Steven Adams and Russell Westbrook in the rearview mirror. That's no ordinary fake right there. DJ Augustin fakes Trae Young. Fakes only work if you really convince your defender to look the wrong way. DJ Augustin put on a clinic in this during a recent visit with the Atlanta Hawks. He made Trae Young look hard and long in the opposite direction with a killer ball fake. Watch.
Augustin.
As always, the slow-mo makes it even worse. Young turns 180 degrees, almost like he's actually watching an imaginary ball fly past him. If this fake could have worked any better, it's hard to imagine how. Steven Adams fakes the Sixers. Sometimes, you can fake out an entire team simply by being the guy no one expects to score. This is exactly what Steven Adams has done now and again. As a 7-foot center, he's often expected to lumber around, dunk the ball, and get rebounds. Because of this, when he does go for a more nimble drive, it catches opponents off guard. Check out how badly unprepared the 76ers were for Adams to drive to the basket in this clip.
Every game, and they have a waiting list of 12,000 people each.
Unbelievable.
It's a straight up shock. He's dunking the ball before anyone from Philadelphia is even aware he's driving. If you watch closer, another thing that helps confuse the defense is Paul George. George runs around the right side of Adams and makes it look like he's about to receive a pass. It's almost a little bit like a quarterback sneak in football. Obviously, this type of fake will stop working if you use it too much, but used sparingly enough, it can be a guaranteed free bucket. Russell Westbrook fakes in the fourth dimension. Watch this next highlight of Russell Westbrook as many times as you want. It's just simply impossible to figure out what he even did.
Scores high off the glass.
That's gotta be one of the most inventive moves of the last several years. It looks like a glitch in the Matrix or something. The best part is, it totally worked. He blew by everybody for a layup while they watched in disbelief. Ben Simmons fakes Brooklyn. This fake was similar to Steven Adams and Paul George. JJ Redick ran a route around the top side of Ben Simmons, creating a strong illusion that Simmons would hand off the ball to him. But watch what happens instead.
They thought the Sixers were going to hand off to JJ Redick.
The All-Star expressing himself, coming right down the paint.
It's amazing how effective these types of fakes are. Neither player really has to do any kind of ball handling or wizardry. It's just the coordination between the two of them that makes it work. Manu Ginobili fakes everybody. As far as fake Tim moments go, Manu Ginobili is one of the game's all-time greats. He spent 20 years in the NBA faking out everybody. It's like he had an endless reserve of moves that he could pull out anytime he wanted to. Ginobili was the one who first popularized the Euro step in the NBA. He's also only one of 2 players in history to win a EuroLeague title, an NBA title, and an Olympic gold medal. In fact, Ginobili won a total of 4 NBA championships and made the playoffs with the Spurs every single year that he was in the league. After winning the NBA Finals in 2005, Coach Greg Popovich said Ginobili has a willingness to do what it takes to win and to do it at the highest possible level of intensity. Every single minute he steps on the court. Ginobili retired in 2018, and the Spurs retired his jersey number a year later. However, his moves and contributions live on in the way today's game is played. LeBron fakes his future team. It's crazy. We've gotten this far without a clip of LBJ. Here's a killer fake he pulled on the Lakers back in 2018 that is really creative and unique.
How about that?
It's easy for anyone to see how cool this looks, but it's also easy to overlook what makes it so difficult. LeBron isn't just throwing a no-look pass. He's throwing a pass without ever looking. The difference? LeBron just knows where everyone is on the floor all the time. It's almost like he could play the game blind. Very few players exist who could execute this play so perfectly. Chris Paul fakes Mason Plumlee. Being a big man, Mason Plumlee is often a victim of nimble guards who are half his size. However, this play by Chris Paul back in 2017 would probably have faked out just about anybody.
He relishes that opportunity.
Oh, did he fake him out?
Like some of his contemporaries, Curry and Wade, Paul seamlessly combines several fakes in one smooth motion. Plumlee, on the other hand, flails and spins around hopelessly. As effective fakes go, this one's near the top for sure. Jeff Teague fakes everyone who isn't himself. Here's another creative fake, this time from Jeff Teague. This was back in 2017 when Teague was still with the Indiana Pacers. Similar to Westbrook earlier, Teague pulls off a move that is both subtle and hard to understand, no matter how many times you watch it.
Pacers running. Teague all the way down.
Oh, he made a nice move.
The announcer probably said it best. Teague faked like he was gonna pass the ball, but then pass it to himself.
He acted as though he was going to pass it and actually pass it to himself off the dribble.
How he did this is a big mystery. The move was probably improvised in the moment, and maybe Teague himself couldn't even tell you. Good thing for basketball fans, it was captured on film and will live on in highlight history. The New Orleans Pelicans fake out the Nets. We've seen a few examples where multiple players fake out the defense together. Here's one of the best you'll ever see. Jarrett Jack and Terrence Jones both show off some nasty moves, one right after the other. This looks like a couple Harlem Globetrotters playing 2-on-5. Once again, it's amazing to see how well Jones' final move works too. Joe Harris of the Nets is quite literally leaping in the wrong direction. Jones finished the play with nobody around. Kyrie Irving fakes the Celtics. Guess who? You know if anyone's gonna make a double appearance in this list, it's Kyrie. And speaking of fakes working really, really well, yeah, just watch this play.
Oh, no.
Behind the back.
In the last play, we saw Joe Harris leap in the wrong direction. Well, in this play, we see Jay Crowder almost step aside politely. Not only did Kyrie fake him out enough to go in the wrong direction, he faked him out enough to make him go that way slowly and steadily. It's hard to put in words how powerful a move has to be in order to make an NBA player straight walk out of the way. But watch this again if you don't believe it. That's why Irving is as hyped as he is. Russell Westbrook fakes a hole in the universe. So it turns out, Kyrie isn't the only player making a double appearance. When you see this play, you'll understand why. Although, chances are, you already saw this play and have just forgot about it.
Losing streak.
Russell Westbrook stunned the NBA with such an impressive drive. This compilation isn't in order, but if it was, this would still be last.